You listening to KingYMeLow. All praise to Most High Yah.
KingYMeLow, what else worship entertainment, shorty?
KingYMeLow, what the man's worship entertainment. All praise to Most High. More entertainment, shorty. More entertainment, shorty. More entertainment.
Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. We all gon' reap what we sow in the occult, they call it karma. How we killing off each other is a mental disorder. Spiritually enslaved, produce nothing but violence. And our favorite thing to say is I'm a product of my environment. My shorty listen, we just making excuses, the baby suffering. They paying for our sins, yeah, they smothered by the consequence. Cycle of insanity, we praising what's demonic. Call it jumping off the porch, now we dabbing into the grave pit. Drugs being sold ain't been the same since the 60s. Ain't no love in my city, gang banging to me goofy. And I hate it with a passion. Curses on my people, I can see the devil laughing. Lost some good brothers, both sides, ain't no winners. Nobody got a conscience, you famous if you a killer. Shorties got brains like a sponge, they soaking up toxicity. We need to set examples that influence positivity. My message and delivery is heavenly, don't censor me. These babies raised by the streets, the trenches don't know about sesame. It's ugly, no hope for the future cause they deny the father. They love that hood pain, sometimes I wonder why I even bother. Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. You gon' reap what you sow. This life in the eternal one can't be a sin. Off crash dummy with the gun. Paranoid on the run, you got the people looking for you. Put your family in danger, whole life in turmoil. I can't count how many people dead, lost to the streets. In my eyes, that's blood sacrifice. Tell me what you think. Everybody mad, clouded from the dope, pills and drinks. Some suffocating on probation, trying hard not to sink. Other homies caught an L, yeah, life without parole. Now they sitting in the cell, saying prayers to go home. Or they paralyzed like me, no feeling up in my feet. Too late to try to walk with Jesus, what the devil told me. But I rebuked demonic thoughts, my mama told me I'm a soldier. Trusting in the Most High, till it's game over. Rest in peace to all the homies, wish that I could do it over. I won't influence you to sin, cause now your son don't have a father. And that really breaks my heart, somehow I gotta remain solid. Got me weaponizing music to enlighten, that's my calling. Just because I get some get back, it won't change a thing. Cause in the end I'm still seeing dead homies in my dreams. Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain. Just because I get some get back, that don't mean I get my homie back. The cycle of us murdering each other really don't make sense. Killing kids and women, ain't no mercy for the innocent. Turn a lady to a widow, turn a shorty to an orphan. You gon' reap what you sow on Judgment Day, and that's for certain.
It is an occult symbol that most people out there, they see it, they've been trained to automatically think it means one thing, and to never to realize that the symbol's been around for a very long period of time, and the people who use that symbol all worship the same God, Lucifer. That brings me to the outfit, because you would think by the year 2025 that people out there would actually know the origins and be angry about the origins of how we even had a group in the United States of America called the Ku Klux Klan, right? But the origin of the Ku Klux Klan and the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan go back to a few specific people, which include General Albert Pike. So if people out there knew that Albert Pike was one of the people responsible for the creation of the Ku Klux Klan and the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, and was also one of the people responsible for becoming not just one of the leaders of Freemasonry, one of the faces of Freemasonry, whose teachings are taught throughout Freemasonry, you would think that people would say, you know what? If this is where the origins of this came, it didn't happen organically. A bunch of people didn't just hang out at at a bar and say, you know what, I don't like people with the opposite skin color for no reason whatsoever. There was a strategy to this because it's all about divide and conquer. So they created groups within groups to start dividing the people. It's the oldest trick in the book. Albert Pike is one of the central figures in the development of Freemasonry and became a national leader of that organization. In fact, some of his books like Morals and Dogma continue to be taught to this day. And if you look at, some of the imagery in it, you can see all the Masonic imagery, right? Including that pyramid with the all-seeing eye that's on the back of your dollar bill. And you know what else Albert Pike just happened to be all-knowing and knowledgeable about? All these created wars that they actually fabricate and create themselves to bring about a new order, right? Things like the plot of the Civil War all can be rooted back to Freemasonry and Albert Pike. Or how about just how Albert Pike conveniently wrote about how World War I and World War II and World War III would all play out. World War III with the Zionists versus the global Islamic leaders, what you see going on right now, that's about to get even more ignited in the upcoming months, especially with Donald Trump in power. All of these things are scripted and formulated. So if the people out there looked at them and they said, well, wait a minute, this guy Pike, he's one of the people responsible for creating this hate group or whatever they want to call it in today's world, right? This control group that was created to divide the people and enslave people and mentally enslave people. Well, then we should look to the Masonic lodges and we should take them down and we should actually look at what they teach. But of course, you don't hear Kanye West, you don't hear Candace Owens, you don't hear any of the alt-right media ever expose Freemasonry. Isn't that interesting? They never go into the DeMolay, how they groom children, how most people out there have a tough time understanding when some of these events happen at schools and these events are faked, that they actually have their DeMolay in place, or they have their rainbow girls, which is the female version, where the Eastern Star witches groom them and the Freemasons groom the DeMolay, and these people take vows of secrecy and loyalty to these adults who groom them, and then they carry those events out as actors. They go on the news and they're smirking and they have a script that they read and they go on every news station for days on end. They don't even show an emotion, right? Because it all gets rooted back to these same people who just conveniently happen to start these wars and know how these wars are going to go. And of course, what's the thing everybody should know about these people who should be disbanded? Well, it's their worship of Lucifer, right? Because if people realized that this was all rooted in Satanism and Luciferianism, well, guess what? It wouldn't exist anymore if they knew that they were conspiring against all of us. Straight, gay, black, white, Christian, Islamic, whatever it might be, right? I mean, this is from Albert Pike's own mouth. That which we must say to the crowd is, we worship God. But it is the God that one adores without superstition. To you, sovereign grand inspectors general, we say this, that you may repeat to the brethren of the 32nd, 31st, and 30th degrees, the Masonic religion should be by all of us initiates of the high degrees maintained in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. If Lucifer were not God, would Jesus spread false and harmful statements about him? Yes, Lucifer is God, according to Albert Pike. Even goes on to say, strange and mysterious name to give to the spirit of darkness. Lucifer, the son of the morning. Is it he who bears the light? And with its splendors, intolerable blinds, feeble, sensual, or selfish souls? Doubt it not. Because all of these Freemasons are taught that Lucifer is God, and that is who they worship. That's why they say to Freemasons, well, you have to believe in a God to join Freemasonry, right? Because we don't have time to pull you away from atheism, because it's such a ridiculous concept that we created too, that we've done on purpose to make people believe in a completely fictional reality that we evolved from monkeys. We don't have time to indoctrinate you with the existence of God. So you got to believe in God, and then we'll tell you that really the Bible's inverted and Lucifer's the God that we all worship, and you're going to worship him too if you're in our cult known as Freemasonry, right? So
I'm listening to KingYMeLow. All praise to Most High Yah.
KingYMeLow, weaponized worship entertainment, shorty.
KingYMeLow, weaponized worship entertainment. All praise to Most High. More than entertainment, shorty.